Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Unico Williams, and we are back with another episode of Do You Hear Me with Unico Williams Special, the Diddy trial. Today we are on day 5, but before we get into it, please make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Unico Williams on YouTube, UNIQO Williams. That's Unico Williams on YouTube. Please make sure that you like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. All right, so let's get into it. Now, today is the last of Cassie. And the way that the day started off, in a sense, is apparently the defense dropped like 300 extra pieces of evidence in overnight. And the judge said yesterday he's sick of that shit. So that's how the day started. And so the judge came out there today and he said, you know what? The government has said the defense cross-examination can go until 4:30 p.m. today, and they'll limit themselves to 30 minutes of redirect. Diddy's lawyer, we have evidentiary issues. Judge, tell me about them then. Should have been in writing. We don't understand why they are taking time objecting to our exhibits. The feds, they are proposing to use a video of Mr. Combs walking in nature, talking about God. It's improper. Invited jury nullification. Let's hear it. So Combs is speaking about God. They show it. And this was about him being in rehab, which Miss Ventura didn't remember. So we want to refresh her recollection with this. Feds, it cannot be played for her in front of the jury. All right, we got headphones. Our jury is ready. Any more issues? Hold up. If the rape is after the charged conduct, it shouldn't have come in. It's a huge issue for us, the judge. It's not a huge issue. You didn't. It's not a huge issue. You didn't raise it at the time. We thought we could cross on it. Judge said, "All rise." We'll play that. We'll play that game. Was not playing the games, man. The judge is not playing the games. Now, let's talk about this real quick before we get into it. Before we get into back into Cassie. The reason that they're speculating that they keep on dropping all this evidence and all this stuff for the feds to look at and all that type of stuff is because they're trying to make it so that it takes so long that Cassie goes into labor. Why does that matter? Because then there would be a mistrial. So that's what they were going for. They were going for the mistrial. Man, Diddy's cooked, man. He's cooked. They trying everything they possibly can, every technicality to get this dude off. So that's what's happening. All right. So she's still on cross. So this is still Diddy's lawyer. You believe Mr. Combs was blackout for the Intercontinental event? I believe he was intoxicated. Everyone's definition is different. But you said blackout. What did you write here? I wrote, when you get fucked up the wrong way, you meant drugs and alcohol. Here, Mr. Combs writes to you, I am so horny for you. Government says this is not in evidence. Back to Diddy's lawyer. Here, Mr. Combs is asking you for sex soon after the Intercontinental, right? I was saying who he felt. What did you write back? I wrote, we need a different vibe than Friday at the Intercontinental. Diddy said, Mr. Combs wrote, fuck Friday. I don't even want to do that again. What did you write? I wrote, LOL, true. Mr. Combs suspected you of having an affair with someone else in the industry. What happened when he took your phone? We were in a car and he told me to call my mother. When I did, he grabbed my phone and took it. It was a big fight. He was just gone. For how long? A few hours until my mother called the police. Did Mr. Combs go through your phone? I think so. And he called someone on it. The person you had an affair with, an NFL player? I don't know if he's playing anymore. But he was an NFL player and he was jealous. Wasn't there a time he found out you were dancing with another person in the entertainment industry and took your phone, right? I don't remember. It was Chris Brown. Breezy, free Breezy. I was not dancing with him. Look at this. It's from 2013. Oh, now I see. What else did Mr. Combs take? My car, my passport, when he was angry. Let's refresh you about Mr. Combs being in rehab. I vaguely remember. Why did you go to Sedona? I went to Arizona to get away from the drugs. I'm going to go to a new topic. Mr. Combs told you to go get the video you'd heard about. What did you write? I wrote, you keep putting me down. I'm going to play you some audio. Ventura saying, if you saw a video of someone fucking me, who was fucking me, you have it. Why didn't you show me? Because I'm not disrespectful, bro. If you don't show me, this is Cassie talking. If you don't show me, I will kill you, cut you up. Audio still being played for the jury. I will fucking kill you. I've never killed anyone in my life. I am going to fuck you up. It's not going to be blood on my hands. Someone else is going to do it. I'm not playing with you, Sajit. Tell me. That was you, right? Yes. Did Mr. Combs express concern about these videos being released? When? Ever? Yes. The escort Jonathan, you thought he took a video? Yes. Mr. Combs spent a lot of money to make sure the video did not get released. I don't know. You had a conversation with Jonathan Adi that was transcribed? I'm not sure. He was volatile. I didn't trust him. What did Mr. Combs say when you told him you thought Mr. Adi was recording? He said he'd take care of it. Are you aware of an escort leaving comments on Mr. Combs' Instagram page? I am not. Now let's talk about rehab. Do you still steal Suboxone? Something like it. What does it treat? Opioid addiction? Objection. Overruled. You wrote a book in rehab. The place treats sexual compulsion? Objection. Sidebar. Come back. Did you get neurofeedback therapy? Yes. What is it? They hook something up to your head and show you things, see how you react? Were you told the effects of it? Help me with my trauma. Did you participate in EMDR? Yes. What does it do? Memories and processing them? The ideal is you recall prior traumatic memories, like for PTSD. You were being treated for PTSD? Yes. I was still physically developing. You were 22. Women keep developing after 22, don't you think? But you're not suggesting you were still physically developing after 22. I am not. This message is about having a freak out without ketamine, right? May I confer with counsel? No, but we'll take a break. Jury leaves. With jury out. I want the witness list by Sunday, 5 p.m. But will this and other fines, which are clearly judicial documents, be in the docket? We'll see. I asked for these long text messages. Use binders so we can save time. Now, real break. They come back. Mr. Combs wrote, you're so predictable. You said you were going to tell him you didn't want to do freakouts anymore, but you didn't say it, did you? I did not. Here, you were suggesting freaking off with a girl. You say you found a photo of Mr. Combs with Gina while you were staying with your parents in Connecticut, right? Yes. You decided to break up with him and he didn't threaten you, but suggested couples counseling? I don't know. In August 2018, you called it a closure conversation. Mr. Combs was inviting you to Burning Man, right? Yes. I'll read Mr. Combs. You have anger. I wrote, my family knows I am not running around telling our business. I wrote, I don't need you to be taking care of Kim and Gina. I needed you to put me first. Please read these. I wrote, you lied to me. She never went away. It was the nail in the coffin. You meant Gina, the photo? Yes. In your civil lawsuit, you said Mr. Combs raped you in September 2018 after you had dinner at an Italian restaurant in Malibu, right? Yes. Did you meet with the U.S. on November 30th, 2023? Yes, not the exact date. In this meeting, you said the rape took place after Mr. Combs returned from Burning Man. You said he was acting strangely at dinner. I don't remember exactly that word. Did you meet with the United States on April 8th, 2025? Around then. This message to Facebook, who's that? Frank Black, a name he used. He wrote, I'm in an investors conference. We'll get back to this. You still have love for him? I have love for the past and what it was. Another sidebar, but they come back. You wrote, I didn't mean to be a bitch. I just don't get the time. He writes, you just need to be positive, correct? Yes. Exhibit 1309. This is about a yoga instructor? Yep. What did you write? I wrote, I've stopped even caring, but you did care. Yeah. So he said, you could date other people. Let's just talk about it. Correct? Yes. What did you write? I wrote, I do love you. I would just prefer not being one of your girlfriends. Let's get up tomorrow night. I'll do studio from 6 to 9. He writes, can I hold you? Or are you just going to break up with me? And you write back, we can embrace, LOL. And you wanted to hug him, right? That's what I said. Did you have sexual intercourse with Mr. Combs that night? I did. And during that, your now husband FaceTimed you? Yes. Your now husband didn't know you were with Mr. Combs at the time? I don't know what he knew. Later, he discovered it? Objection. Overruled. You don't. Your husband doesn't know that you were raped? Not that evening. After Mr. Porter's After Miss Porter's memorial service, you wrote to him that you were going home. Why had he called Kim his soulmate? What was the 11 years all about? Yes. That was hurtful? At that time, yes. And after that memorial service, you never saw Mr. Combs again, right? I did not. He let you go, right? I never saw him again. I don't know about letting me go. You got married to the love of your life, right? Break. We got to get a break. Now they back. Let's get this done before the jury returns. We still think it's appropriate for this message to come in. Government, we still have issues with phrases like, I'd like to reconnect. Government, what state of mind is this being offered for? There are portions that are properly admissible, so this needs to be redacted if it is going to be admitted into evidence. For example, in the fifth paragraph, I've been getting my life together. No. We can get that in through other exhibits. You can redact it right now. I will do it right now. Also, Combs Tony Garagos on exhibits and redactions. I want to say we are going to finish with Cross faster than he thought, probably before the next break. Agna Philo, may I speak with the government for 1 minute? Bring the jury back. Jury comes back in. Back Diddy's lawyer. Miss Ventura, we're almost done here. Thank you. I will read Mr. Combs' messages. You're going to make a beautiful mother. God bless. I said, thank you. God bless. I wrote, we should talk and have closure. Mr. Combs sent back a tear face emoji. He said, you were always my ride or die. I thought it was nice. You've been craving that? Before. I don't think I was craving now. Shaped you. Over 11 years. You shaped each other? Yes. Your husband's a physical trainer? Yes. The house you grew up in Connecticut was relatively modest compared to mansions? Yes. You were preparing to tour with a Matt Testa? Yes, he's an engineer. Once you settled your lawsuit, you canceled the tour, right? Yes. Because you no longer needed the money? That wasn't the reason. After the hotel video came out, you posted on Instagram that domestic violence is the issue, right? Yes. I still feel that way. Another exhibit. Mr. Combs wrote, want to freak off one last time? What did you write? I don't want it to be the last time. I want to freak off for the first time. No further questions. Redirect. So now the government is back up. Miss Ventura, you were shown this message where you ended, I don't want to freak off for the last time. I want it to be the first time for the rest of our lives. What did you say after that? Yes, I'm horny. Just got over an UTI. You were shown messages today in which you and John were kind and loving. Yes. Did those periods ever last? Objection. Overruled. No, they didn't last. There'd be a downswing. What did Sean open up to you? A world of chaos. In your 11-year relationship, who did you want to have sex with? Only him. At that time. When Sean wrote, seduce me all day, what did you do? Write about FOs. Were you able to cancel work obligations for freak-offs? Yes, if I was told to. When you were shooting the movie in South Africa and you blocked him, how did he contact you? Through Mia. He said he didn't remember hurting you. Did you believe him? Not always, because I knew him. There were times he was pretty aware of what he was doing. It's just who he was. I seen him be violent with other people. On the way back from Cannes, what did Sean do? He played a video of me having sex with an escort. What'd he say he'd do? He'd release it. When you got to New York, what did Sean ask for? A freak off or he'd release it? When Sean wrote, "You ready for the night?" What did he mean? Freak off. What were you afraid he would do if you did not do that freak off? Objection. Overruled. I don't know that week. Next question. Do you have any doubt that Sean raped you? Objection. Overruled. I have no doubt. After Sean raped you, on August 18th, did you later have consensual sex with Sean during which your now husband FaceTimed you? Yes. Why did you cancel the tour? After I filed my civil suit, I was overwhelmed. Addressing the past the way that I chose to was overwhelming. I didn't want to go. Did you plan to file more lawsuits? No. Would you give the $20 million back if you hadn't have had to do freak offs? Objection. Overruled. I would give it back to get my agency back. Did he beat you during freak offs? Yes. Starts crying. Were you open to freak offs at the beginning? At the beginning. Did you tell him when you no longer wanted to do them? Yes, more than once. What concerns did you have about saying no to freak offs? Safety, career, love? No further questions. Miss Esteval, Combs' attorney. You knew Mr. Combs' sexual preference was these freak offs, right? I learned. It was part of being his girlfriend? Yeah. You kept your old device? Yes. Esteval. Beyond Kid Cudi, what other musicians were you put in the studio with? Were you in the studio with Nicki Minaj? Yes. Note, this is the first and so far only reference to Nicki Minaj in this trial. And let's not forget there was a point in time when Nicki Minaj was like told Cassie, stop complaining, it's a part of the game. You are rich and famous. Girls will die to be in my shoes. That's what was told. Anyway, you were put in the studio with Lil Wayne? Yes. And with Rick Ross and Pusha T? Am I forgetting any names? You got a lot of names. You are self-conscious about your musical talent. I wouldn't say that. You had a bad performance on 106 in Park early in my career. You did music videos. Were they successful? Maybe we have a brief sidebar. Diddy's attorney comes back. D-Rock was like a member of your family. Yes, like a brother. The assistant, Mia, you also had a friendship with her? Yes. Okay. Here you begin with an explicit message and he responds with one. You are actively sexting. You stated that you were feeling overwhelmed after filing your civil lawsuit, right? Yes. You recently received a settlement from the Intercontinental? No. You made a demand? Yes. $10 million, maybe. Anything further? Government. I just had one question. Judge, I was asking Miss Esteval, can you wrap up in 2 minutes? This is the last thing I'll ask you to read, Miss Ventura. Thank you. We need closure and understanding. Government. Why'd you keep your devices? I was afraid of what was on them. I wouldn't take them to the Apple store. Miss Esteval, one question. You just reached $10 million settlement with Intercontinental last week before trial. Objection! Overruled. Yes. Now we got a break. During a break, Diddy's lawyer. We object to the testimony of the witness after the special agent, Dawn Richards. Why is this coming up at 3:30 p.m.? Going forward, you just address things before the courtroom. So why are submissions not in the docket? Jury enters. Feds. Good afternoon. Where do you work? This is a special agent on the stand now. Yassine Binda. HSI in the Human Trafficking Group. I'm in the Crisis Negotiation Group too. Did you serve subpoenas in this case? Yes. When Sean Combs was arrested, where did you go? The Park Hyatt, room 2115, where he was staying. Photo of the entrance shown to the jury. What did you do? We signed a letter to each room and began the search. What was your role? I took photographs of items, then signed them on the 6051 form. Was this found in the closet? Plastic bags full of J&J baby oil and Astroglide bottles. This dude was getting raided and was still freaking off. What was in the bathroom? Several bottles of baby oil. Now, the bedroom. What was found in the LV bag? Medication in the name of Frank Black. And that is bags of pink powder found in medicine bottle. Stipulation shown agreeing it was found and tested by Customs and Border Patrol Lab. The government's reading from STIP. The pink powder was found to be ketamine and MDMA in bottle. Physical evidence is passed around the jury. The photo is shown. What was found in the black mini pack bag? $9,000. Please take the cash out of the bag. The agent fans out the bills. No further questions. Any cross? Diddy's attorney. In a hotel room, did you see any bags and clothing indicting the woman? That woman was staying with him there? Yes. Judge, the U.S. may call its next witness. Your Honor, the government calls Dawn Richards from Danity Kane. Where are you from? New Orleans, Louisiana. From 2004 and 2011, who did you work for? Puff, Sean Combs. Do you see him? Yes. Who is depicted in this photo? Cassie. In 2009, did you observe an incident between Puff and Cassie? She was attacked by Sean Combs, kicked. Did you see more violence by him against Cassie? Often. Photo of Diddy, Dirty Money shown. When were you a member of this group? 2009 to 2011. The incident in 2009 when Sean Combs beat Cassie, where was it? In Sean Combs' LA home. We were recording. What did he do? He was saying, where the fuck is my food? He grabbed a black skillet with eggs and tried to hit her over the head. Cassie dropped to the ground. What did she do? She went into a fetal position. Then what? Sean Combs was kicking her in the head and body, then dragged her up to the first floor, glass breaking and yelling. I was scared for her and for me too. Did you intervene? No. Did you call the police? No. The next day, what happened? That it has been passionate and she was okay. That it would be better if we didn't talk. That people could end up missing. How did you understand that? Death. Objection. Sidebar. Back from the sidebar, judge. Jurors, you can leave for the weekend. Watch the Yankees play the Mets or the Knicks. If you're not into sports, there's a lot going on. See you Monday. Jurors leave. Ms. Richards, you can leave. Judge, about this line of testimony. Government. This shows consciousness of guilt for count one and relevant to count one. It's not sex trafficking. It's domestic violence. Why didn't you bring a motion in the mind on this? I don't know. We cannot sit here and say Miss Ventura did anything because of this event because she didn't talk about this one. So this is rank speculation. But she was there. She doesn't know the effect on Cassie Ventura. Who's the next witness? Carrie Morgan. David James. So that's it. I'll have a word in the robing room with Miss Comey and Miss Mr. Agnophilo. I don't need court reporter. That might be a problem. What's this say? So I guess it's some like behind the scenes stuff popping. But yeah, that's the end of the trial for today. So we got Danity Kane and all that stuff. So next week we are getting Carrie Morgan, who is Cassie's very, very good friend. And we are also getting David James, who is like one of Diddy's right hands. So now they're starting to bring in the people that's flipping. So that being said, man, that's the first week of trial. I think this might be faster than what we think, but I don't know. Like I said, the trafficking, like I said, prostitution is illegal all over America. Exchange of money, people were using. That's where they're trying to do the RICO. He's using his employees to hide his crimes. stuff like that. We're going to see. So that's it, man. Enough of that mess. We're going to get into entertainment news in general, going through the rest of this weekend, and we'll finish up. We'll catch up on Chris Brown situation. We'll catch up on some DDG, Holly Bailey news, and anything else that pops up. My Final Destination short is out. The reel, the TikTok, UNIQO Williams on YouTube, on everything. Point blank period. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Everybody that's here just for the Diddy trial, man. Thank y'all for hanging out with me this weekend, this whole week. We'll be back on Monday. This weekend, we're just going to get into just talking about the regular entertainment stuff. But thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of Do You Hear Me with Unico Williams special, the Diddy trial. I holla. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much. I holla.